Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today, and these are battles that I did on stream, and again, I do apologize for the quality. Whenever I pull the streams, the quality is always a little bit lower, and you know, it's I don't like it, but I do like some of these battles that I do on stream, and I really want to show it to you all. But anyway, I actually battled this team, and I was really impressed with it. It beat me, so I decided to go ahead and use it for a set, and I had a 4-1. So yeah, really solid. So the team is going to be Shadow, Abomasnow with Kingdra and Jealousy in the back. So Kingdra is going to be the safe swap. You could use Shadow Kingdra, and in fact, I probably would prefer it, but I don't know. I just had the regular one built, so I used it. I might take a look at all my Shadow ones to see which ones I have and which ones I prefer to use. Anyway, as we can see, I wanted to farm down, but unfortunately, I don't know. I lost count of. I lost count. What can I say? No excuse. I just lost count. Really unfortunate for me. So now my opponent won't switch, and they are up a shield really bad. I'm gonna bring in the Kingdra. My opponent brings in the Galvantula. This is not happening, is it? No. So this is gonna be my one loss in this battle, but definitely a tough one for me, right? I'm not going to tap any bubbles because I'm just going to back out. There's no way I could win this one. So good game to my opponent. Nice team. We saw the double electric, right, with Hisuian Electrode and Galvantula. So very cool. Moving on, Abomasnow into Abomasnow. So we do have the mirror match going on for us. Okay, I mean, it's a mirror match. As simple as that. I could attempt to catch a weather ball at some point. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw the weather ball right now. My opponent actually going to go ahead and shield. It's kind of risky to try and catch the weather ball though, because if they don't throw and you try and catch it on like Jealousy, for example, then they can just get to an energy ball and go for the energy ball, which you don't want. So I'm just gonna let this go. My opponent's gonna be able to win this matchup. They actually throw again, which I'm totally fine with. So taking all the energy, and then I'm gonna be able to fund. I do lose switch, but Kingdra. Nothing really hard counters Kingdra at all in this meta. Name a fairy type that people use. I don't even know of any off the top of my head. Maybe there is one, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, Lantern comes in. You love to see it because you don't want the Lantern on the Jealousy, right? So definitely take it on the Kingdra. I'm going to go ahead and shield that Thunderbolt. Definitely a good shield. I didn't think they would bait. I mean, baiting a Surf against a Kingdra is really risky, so I thought they would go straight Thunderbolt. So I do throw that Outrage. It does KO. And in comes the Kingdra. You love to see it. I'm going to go ahead and charge up, throwing the Octazooka. So I am going to go ahead and go for the bait. Unfortunately, my opponent calls it. So nice call. And we don't get the debuff. So really unfortunate for me. But my opponent actually concedes. So I wonder if my opponent could have possibly won. Oh, well, I mean, I think I was going to go for the Hex down. I think I could have made it. But either way, good game. Moving on, we do have, a Galvantula in the lead, and it actually has Fury Cutter. When I saw the Galvantula, I'm like, okay, this is pretty good, but we are weak to Fury Cutter, so it's not as good as if it had Volt Switch, right? But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball, pick up that shield. I tried to catch, I just unfortunately was not able to, so I'm going to go ahead and shield that lunge, and now go for another Weather Ball. And this Weather Ball is going to connect? It is not going to connect, and now I'll switch out. Because I got both shields. I don't want to shield this. I know Lunge will do a good amount of damage, but I don't want to shield it. And Trevenant coming in. Okay. So my opponent going to go ahead and go straight Seed Bomb. I really want to get off the Outrage because even though I'm debuffed, it's still going to do a lot of damage and almost actually KO it. So I'm going to go ahead and shield that and go for the Outrage. I mean, really, there's really nothing that can stop it. I mean, yeah, Steel types like Ferrothorn resist Kingdra's attack, so I mean that's good against it. But a hard wall, I mean, it doesn't hard wall it. Okay, so Toxicroak is in the battle now, and of course Jealousy is good in this meta because it is resisting all the moves that Toxicroak has, and Toxicroak is a really common Pokemon in this meta, right? So yeah, we resist the Sludge Wave, the Brine, the Poison Jab, we resist it all. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball into the Toxicroak right now, and that is going to connect, very nice, and in comes this Galvantula. I'm going to bring in the Abomasnow, and the Abomasnow will be able to get off an attack. So I'm just going to let it go. And not that I have a choice. I don't have any shields. But so I go for the Surf. Could I have farmed this down? Maybe. But I don't know the counts for Fury Cutter. So I don't want to risk it. Because I was feeling pretty confident anyway. Just because I know a Sludge Wave doesn't KO my Jealousy. So yeah, just going to go ahead and let this one go. And it is a Sludge Wave, but I'm going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball, so it was safer just to throw the Surf, right, instead of going for the Farm Down. And that is going to be a great game, very well played to my opponent there, and I'm going to be able to take that one. Absolutely amazing. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. I have my Shadow Abomasnow into Trevenant. I really like this matchup. Yeah, really like it. Even if they bait, I mean, it's not like they could double bait and get to a Shadow Ball afterwards, right? Because it takes me 5 to get to the Weather Ball. So yeah, really strong matchup for me. And I do anticipate the bait. I 100% expect this as a Seed Bomb, but I'm gonna go ahead and shield it anyway. But they actually throw back to back, so this is another Seed Bomb. I could take it, and I am gonna go ahead and do just that. So I'll just take the Seed Bomb and throw the Weather Ball. If they want to shield, my opponent will be down shields, but my opponent just lets it go, and out comes Wolverine. So Wolverine, I really want to get to an Energy Ball. Unfortunately, my opponent, good counting, they actually throw before I get to the Energy Ball. Good play, but I'm just going to let the Abomasnow go and bring in the Jellicent. I do resist the Ice attacks. Earthquake will do a good amount, but I'm going to be able to resist the Ice attacks and go for the Shadow Ball right now. And yeah, very nice. And my opponent is going to go ahead and throw an attack right now. I am 100% anticipating that Earthquake, and it is an Earthquake. Out comes Swampert. I'm going to bring in Kingdra right now. So this is actually pretty tough because I'm going to go ahead and shield this. My opponent actually baits, which is a good bait. They probably anticipated I would shield because I wanted to go for the debuff first. If I don't get the debuff in Earthquake KOs, if I do get the debuff, I do get the debuff. I don't think an Earthquake KO, so my opponent is just going to concede there. He came into the stream afterwards and said, hey, GG's. You know, yeah, so well played. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. I do have the Abomasnow into Zapdos. Okay, I like this matchup, right? I mean, yes, we'll get KO'd from a Drill Peck, but still pretty good. So out comes Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn, as I mentioned earlier in the video, is difficult, right? Because the Dragon Breath damage is resisted. You're weak with Jellicent to like the grass attacks like Power Whip. So Abomasnow is really the best option here. And unless they have Flash Cannon. I mean, obviously they could have Mirror Shot, but it's a weak move. If they have Flash Cannon, just KO me, but I'm calling that they don't have it. So I'm going to be able to take this matchup, and I could still use my Kingdra to battle that Zapdos, right? So that's what I was thinking of at the time. So I am going to be able to farm down. You love to see it. Very nice indeed. So out comes Litleo. I don't get over move, but that's okay. I could bring in my... So I do bring in Jellicent. I know Litleo has Crunch, and plus I know it does double resist Hex, which is not ideal, but I do have Surf on the Jellicent. Kingdra I really want to save for that Zapdos. I'd rather have Kingdra on the Zapdos than Jellicent, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just throw the Surf, and after that connected, I knew this was going to be a good game, because yes, a Crunch will be enough to KO me, but I could farm this down with Kingdra, and I could just double shield that Zapdos and farm all the way down. I know they're going to go for 2 Drill Packs, right? I mean, 2 Drill Packs to get both shields, but I could just double shield it and farm all the way down. And yeah, so I'm going to be able to take this one. I'm going to be able to shield this one with my Kingdra. And it's going to be a Drill Peck. Makes sense, right? As expected. I mean, I knew it was a Drill Peck. But out comes Litleo, and I'm going to be able to farm down. Even if they got off a Crunch, it wouldn't have KO'd me. Good game. Well played to my opponent. But yeah, this team worked really well for me. Why don't you give it a try? See how it works for you. Again, it was only one set, so I'm going to try it some more. But no, I enjoyed it. And yeah, that's going to get me into the 2300s, which is actually really cool. Once I catch the Scummy, so we're in the 2300s on the way to Veteran, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.